usizoe sana, not frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I can say.
Okay.
I can also add
Yeah.
on what is peer on how to overcome peer pressure. For an individual to overcome peer pressure, especially peer pressure affects mostly the young people from either 18 years to around 30 years. It is the best way to overcome this is just understanding yourself, defining yourself, knowing actually what you want in life. You can't be in a place people are doing other things are different from what you do. They are beneficial to them, but these things are not beneficial to you. So when you understand and define actually what you are and what you want in life, you will overcome peer pressure because you will not be influenced by anybody to do what he or she likes, but you will be doing what you like in your
First of
own
all,
field.
actually, be you. Be you. And always say no. Don't be influenced by somebody to make a decision.
Be assertive.
Be
To add on the
yourself.
same, to overcome peer pressure, maybe you can just attract or just be befriend friends whom you are of same characters,
Yeah.
so that they don't just influence you to go out of your wheels. Yeah.
Yeah, for example, let's say kama hujai kunywa pombe, tafadhali ukienda ukipata marafiki wakwambie onja tu, that is peer pressure. Staying with people who drink and you don't drink, they will finally influence you to drinking, and that will be not from your own point of view.
You can approach an adult, maybe a parent,
Yeah.
or your teacher, and talk to him or her, and you can solve these issues.
You can also try to develop a self-compassion on yourself, so that being kind to yourself, treating yourself in the same kind of love, and being good to yourself, so that you can able to handle stress and all the other sorts of negative things.
And probably my last point is know your social circle. If 5 of your friends drink, you'll be the 6th one. If 5 of your friends are fit people, you'll be the 6th fit person in that group. And if 5 of your friends drink, at the end you'll be the 6th person. So just know your social circle. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I think to add on the same is that as much as peer pressure, we can control it in so many ways. As my friends have said, be yourself. Try to be yourself and feel comfortable about yourself. Let your nay be nay and let your ye be ye. Don't be swayed. Stand like a lead. Be positive about yourself and realize yourself a goal on yourself. The moment we try to be others, let the mirror be the reflection of yourself. Let the mirror not be the reflection of others. Let the mirror be the reflection of yourself. And if the mirror is your reflection, then I think peer pressure cannot be a big issue to us. And I think there is nothing like positive peer pressure. Even if it is a positive peer pressure, then it has some negativity part of it. So let peer pressure
itself.
Yeah. So let it purely be. There is no peer pressure. Let us not have that notion that we have positive peer pressure. Thank you.
I can also add a point that might be looked as a mere, but to me it's somehow very strong. For us or for somebody to overcome peer pressure, that person should be a Christian in him or herself, not a Christian on how it's defined by people, but have discipline in Christianity. When you are disciplined in Christianity, God or Jesus Christ will help you and help you to discern and to know what is right for you. You can be influenced by somebody to do something, or you can be motivated by somebody to do something. But when you have that Christianity in you, God actually will direct you and show you what is the right thing to be done by you as an individual. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And I have a question.
Yeah.
For example, I have friends who drink, and me talking to them to stop drinking, will I be overcoming peer pressure? What will I be doing? You understood my question?
Yeah. Your question is well understood. An answer from the audience.
If 5 of your friends
Are drinking. And you
And for example, no, maybe they know it's bad, but because everyone is doing that, they will continue drinking. But I have noticed and I've seen it's not good or it's not correct what they are doing. I call them, like right now, I talk to them and tell them, yes, you are my friends, and the direction you are following, it's not the right direction. You may not see the impact right now, but maybe in the future you will see. As a good friend, can you try to stop what you are doing? Will I be overcoming peer pressure? What will I be doing?
And as I think
I think you'll be helping them because you are just telling them the facts about what might happen in the future. Yeah.
And I can specifically say this: a friend is someone you have something in common with. So if drinking, that is not a common thing between the two of you. So that is not your friend. So yeah, you might as well try and tell him the don'ts and the cons of drinking. Yeah, you'll be trying that you've done your part. So the ball is on her court to decide to change or to continue with what she or he's been doing.
Yeah, on top of that, I think my submission will be use a hit and run technique. Hit and run. Do you know what to call it? Actually, I think one is to advise, and if that friend of yours is much deep into it, you better run away because you are the next patient. As you say that if 5 are drinking, then you will be the sixth. And if your friends is drinking and you're not drinking, you're not friends because you don't have something in common. That's all about it. Anyway, to be clean on it, the best way to solve peer pressure is just by having this basic question. The question of about that the issues to yourself must be that not what people says about you, but what you yourself you say about yourself. So I think that one will help us learn away from this evil of peer pressure. And actually, there's some of us who spend a lot, who don't even help our parents, who spend money. Kuna wale vijana baiti tunatumia pesa mingi kuspoil marafiki zetu, watuone sisi tuko sawa, kuanulia hata mzinga wanafunga. Is that a good thing?
Okay, one thing people should know is there'll always be one person ahead of you, either in terms of financial status, in terms of how handsome you are, in terms of how good you dress. There's someone who is always in front of you, who is always ahead of you. So you should personally know where you come from, know your background, know what you came to do to school, and be considerate of what your parents give you when you're in school.
Yeah, that's well answered. What about you as a girl? You try to be married. Naona saizi jamaa nakukatia unamwambia umpei namba vitu kaa hizo, si ndio? Tell miaka 30 inakuja ndio hiyo 30. Do you think you will be pressurized to get married?
Yes, of course, but that one, it has an impact depending on the time that it is coming. Yeah, maybe at the tender age, you may be advised that not to have maybe a boyfriend because of some reasons, that because it will cost you. But when it has reached that age, that years, that is a very old age, to get married. But so what to do is that you have to know yourself. There are those plans that you have put in place. So if maybe after you have finished your school, you can have one because it is preparing you for that future life that you want.
That's well answered. Yeah.
Talking about marriage, marriage is not something that it's very serious. In that, this person whom I'm choosing, and I will be seeing this person every day when I wake up for the rest of my life. So, peer pressure should not make you get married, because if you do your own statistics or research, you see so many marriages are falling apart because what? Because maybe the two who are getting married did not understand each other. Maybe, if you want to get married, first you are supposed to understand this person. Maybe my characters, will he or she cope with them? But so many marriages are falling apart because, you see, maybe I am 30 and I'm being pressurized mostly at home to get married because my parents are thinking, what will the neighbors say? You see. So what I'm trying to say is, something like marriage, you are not supposed to allow you to be pressurized. Do what you are supposed to do, your own thing. When the time for getting marriage comes.
What about pressure to have sex? Because when I was a fresher, nilikuwa napigwa exile sana. Do you think there is a pressure to have sex from your friends?
Yeah, that is very high.
Yeah.
No, the pressure to have sex is very high, especially in a campus setting. When you come in campus, you just come from a high school where rules are there. Somebody has come from a girls' school. Somebody has come from a boys' school where you are not seeing ladies, where you are not seeing men. But now you have come in a campus where there's enough freedom, there's no rules. Ladies are available, they are men there. So that influence that you people do know when you find a friend who will come in campus just immediately and have a girlfriend, and that person is a friend to you, and the way you have said that person is an Apugonga excellent and all that. So you will have also that feeling like, oh, let me also define myself. Labda nione hivi tunakuanga namna gani. You want to test that, pia wewe unataka kutest maji. So that influence is very high, especially in a campus setting.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's all about today. And the last thing, tunataka kujua nani atanunua sapa hapa. Tunataka kujua nani atanunua sapa hapa. So what we are going to do, we are going to ask a question. So if you ask a question and nobody anaipata tukiwa hapa, there's a Q&A, something like a riddle by day. Okay. Kama watu wataipata, kama mtu akipata unamnunulia sapa, si ndio? So ni maswali tu. Kama ukiuliza ikipata unanunulia mtu. Sasa. So mine ni kwamba it's a Q and answer outside the topic, yeah. You are heading. Okay, imagine you are driving a bus from Mombasa. You reach Nairobi. 2 people board the bus. Then you reach Kisumu. 2 people board the bus. Okay. Then when you go to Kisii, everybody gets out of the bus. Tunasema get some leaves out. Alight. That's what I understood. I know I'm an African and I'm an Upundu man. So this is an Aryan language and I'm from Kisii. So my question is, I will choose someone to answer this. My question is, who is the driver? 1, 2, 3. Who is the driver? In 1, 2,
CTZ.
3, 4, 5. Who is the driver? 1, 2, 3. Who is the driver?
You.
Who is the driver?
You are the driver.
Who is the driver?
Nobody.
Who is the driver?
You are imagining. Stop imagining.
Who is the driver?
Stop imagining.
Who is the driver?
Stop imagining.
Oh, you got a 0. So sapa nakura. The driver, I told you to imagine you are driving up. So the driver is your name. You could have told me Oti, you could have told me Dan, you could have told me Mahome. So that's all. Mwenye akona swali, mimi sapa napata. Yeah, you could have said your name. Margaret was the driver because she imagined you.
Okay, I have a it's a pan.
Yeah.
When tulipitia high school mnajua what pans are. Yeah. So I have what cannot stand on its own because it is too tired. What cannot stand on its own because it is too tired?
3.
Not 3.
Money.
No, not money.
What cannot stand on its own?
Any clues?
What cannot
Stand on its own because it is too tired.
It is too tired.
Yeah. Oh, the answer is very simple. The answer is a bicycle. A bicycle is too tired. Iko na tire mbili. So it cannot stand on. Oh, too tired.
Yeah.
Yes, even a motorbike. Oh, the last one.
Yeah.
What is black and white and red all over?
What is black
and white and red all over?
It is red.
Yeah, it is black and white and red all over.
Because it is black and white, it cannot be red.
No, just answer that question.
What
It's
is-
a pan. It's
what
a
is
pan.
black?
And white.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a newspaper, correct? Yeah, a newspaper is black and white. It is written in black and white, but it is red. Inasomwa kila mahali. It is red.
Addition on that. Amenirefenchia. Yu peke yake ndiye amerifench. I want to add that French, yeah? Ameuliza swali mbili. Yangu ndio hiyo sasa. Imagine you are driving a bus. Imagine a truck is moving from to a certain village. On its way, it met 4 cars. How many vehicles are going to that village? Imagine a truck is going to a certain village. On its way, it met 4 cars. How many vehicles are going to that village?
1.
1.
5.
5.
Yeah, 5.
5.
Man, truck. Man.
Eh?
Truck.
Truck. How many? 1. How many? You said 1. Why?
Yeah, I said 1.
Why?
Because you met other,
Why?
you met them.
That means they were there. They went there.
No,
So,
but they
I-
were not there.
Not going. They were there.
So the correct answer actually
It's 1.
is 1 because the truck was going to that village. It met 4 cars that were unajua once you met with somebody it goes to different direction. You met on your way, so the only thing that was going to that is 1, and that is a truck. Thank you, you got it right. Anybody with an additional Q&A? Thank you. This has been your best panelist crew, the Four-Quarter crew. Comment section about peer pressure. If you have any experience, it is the best crew, the best trustworthy crew that can give you solution to your problems. Guys, we are going to give you more discussions. So on the comment section, you can also suggest what you want us to discuss on, and you can also ban us with some more leaders. It's more what? I'm from Kisii. Don't forget that, yeah. So you can stretch us with more bands, and I think that's all. So you can say crossing remarks.
For me, I'd say don't let peer pressure influence you. Just be yourself.
Yeah, to my side, I'll say the same. Be yourself and focus on your stuffs. Leave alone what others are just doing. Yeah.
In short, be assertive. You are not to be a no and you are yes to be a yes.
I just want to tell you that, know that you are loved by God, so don't be influenced by anyone.
Be yourself.
Nice one.
Then for me, I think so. For you to overcome peer pressure, understand yourself, learn and know who you are. Define yourself in all corners, what you like and what you don't like. When you do that, you will automatically overcome peer pressure.
For me, I can say always know what you want. Focus on what you want and purpose on that thing that you want.
My closing remarks is that be and let others be.
Yo, that is the summary of the summary. Be you. Say no. That's all. Thank you very much. See you next time. That's been amazing discussion. Bye.